Hey guys, so today I want to compare iOS 7 on my iPhone 5 versus the Sony Xperia Z's Android software, as you can see over here. Okay, so let's do this. So where should we begin? Well, we should begin somewhere. So why not just begin here to tell you that the biggest thing here in this video, of course, will be iOS 7 because it's been a major upgrade since iOS 6. Apple has changed a lot of things. First, they trashed every single old icon and have these new kind of icons and new layout, which is a layout with a lot of black and white colors, and almost every single app has been updated in terms of its UI, so that's of course very interesting as well. Let's start off here on the lock screen. So the first thing you can see on these two lock screens is that they kind of had a similar font up here at the top, which looks pretty interesting. So you can see here on the Xperia Z you have a quick access to the camera and also to your music, while on and then of course also on both these two devices you do have a widget, and if you want to unlock this device you can, while on the iPhone 5 you also have a quick access to the camera, and if you want to access the music, you can actually go to this, I think it's called the control center, and this is a center that you can swipe up from wherever you are on your iPhone. You can almost like swipe up from the bottom. I'm not sure if it works in apps, but when you can swipe up like this and you get some quick toggles here finally on the iPhone, like your Wi-Fi, airplane mode, Bluetooth, do not disturb mode if you don't want to have any incoming calls, a screen lock mode if you don't want to rotate your screen. You also have a brightness slider. Finally, that's awesome. You can see here, hey DOS, 50 Cent, that's Spotify, and I can play the music. This player here also works both with it works with both Spotify, third-party music player, and also the built-in music app, maybe even other music apps also, and then you do see some airdrop thing down at the bottom. I'm not too much into that. And then you have the quick widgets at the bottom here, like you have this flashlight, you have the compass, you have a calculator, and you do have the camera, of course, and the camera app has been kind of updated-ish. So that is that. Let's continue on here. You can see here I also have a quick access here also to the camera, and the reason why they have a quick access here to the camera is because usually the camera is something that you sometimes want to take up quick and take a picture of something. If you swipe here to the right you don't see anything, but if you swipe to the left then you do unlock your device and see that cool kind of animations, and one of those animations is, or some of those animations is some of the cool new things here. So that is the first thing here. Now the second thing that is making these two devices different from each other is that in Android here, of course, first of all, we can change the whole UI on Android if we would like, with different apps and different launchers. But the main thing here between Android and iOS here is that on iOS here you just have a grid of icons. So we can only have a grid of icons here. You can't have any widgets or cool Facebook widgets or any other cool widgets like music player widgets or anything. You can see here on my Sony Xperia Z here I have some cool widgets here for a music player, and then of course I can add so many other widgets. I have a widget here for quickly toggle things. I can see the weather up here. I have a quick search widget as well, and that's the main thing here between these two home screens that you will see to be the difference, that on Android you can both have apps and widgets here on the home screens, while you are a little bit more locked down there on your iPhone, even in iOS 7. So you can see here I do have the widgets. I have a ton of widgets here that I can just add and really customize. I also have different themes here. I can of course enable to change the whole UI on my device, and it's pretty intense how many different themes here, and of course I can get more themes if I would like. So that's the main thing here that's different in that area. And if you want to find all of the apps here, of course, in my Xperia Z, I can just go into the app drawer here, and I can find all the apps. So the cool thing is that if you don't want to have any apps, if you don't want to show anything on your home screens, you have the freedom to remove everything. Now also, let's take a little look here. If you swipe down from the top, you can see here that in notification center kind of on the iPhone, we do have the calendar that's being focused with a nice transparent background, and then we do have a stock section. And then also, I assume that when you get notifications, they will show up here somewhere, maybe on all, maybe on missed. Maybe you can see missed calls and missed stuff, all of those over there. And I really love that transparent background that is in the default. Makes it look much super nice, good. You do get some quick toggles up here on the Xperia Z, but of course many of those toggles you already get here wherever you swipe here on the iPhone, of course. And then you do get a quick access here to the settings area. If you talk about multitasking, you do have a quick multitasking button here on the Sony Xperia Z. While it's the same here, you just double tap on the iPhone, and I would say that it seems like I would probably maybe, I'm not sure which one I do prefer. Both have a way of in multitasking. You can see here it's a little bit different in iOS 7 compared to other iPhones, where usually it's been at the bottom, which was kind of like a horrible system. Now it's a little bit more interactive, a little bit bigger here. You can also see a big fat logo there. So you can see all the apps that I've opened up. Very nice swiping way here. If I want to go back, I can just quickly swipe to the left. If I want to remove an app, I can just swipe up. But there's no button to close everything, which I would love to have. Would really love to have that, because you can see here also on the Xperia Z, we use swipe here to remove stuff. You can also see on the Xperia Z here that at the bottom here we do have some quick mini apps that you can use as an overlay, and you can do like other things in the background. And let's say I want to have a quick calculator, I can quickly enable that. I'm not really sure which one's UI I do like the most over there, but definitely looks very better, improved in iOS 7 compared to earlier versions of iOS. So if we now also continue on here, if we go into the settings area, you can see both have a way of swiping up and down. You can probably customize a little bit more here on the Xperia Z. Probably see maybe a little bit more of details, but overall they should be pretty much the same here. On the iPhone, we can change the notification center at the top, what we want to show. Let's say we don't want to show the stocks. Let's say we don't want to show tomorrow. And of course you can here add what you want to include: mail, app store, and stuff. Do not include Spotify, and you have this like black theme here. And let's see here, can I swipe in? Yeah, I can always go back like that, which is pretty nice. The control center also, if you want to have access to that on lock screen, do not disturb mode, which is pretty nice. And also here on the Xperia Z, we do have some cool power management features here. The power management that should improve your battery life. We do have some awesome Xperia things which you can experiment with. And see here, if we go up at the top, you do have some NFC features and some Bluetooth stuff. Of course, with Android it's a little bit easier to transfer apps and files and stuff over like Bluetooth, where you are a little bit more or a lot more locked in on the iPhone. Or on the iPhone, yes, it's on the iPhone. And also most apps has been updated in iOS 7, like the Safari browser looks amazing now, because it's used at the top. It's so clean because you just have a search field, and I really like that. And also that you do have a nice, very nice cover flow feature here. So I definitely will probably do some more browser comparison videos as well, not just be going over the UI, but this video was just for those people that quickly wanted to see the differences, and maybe could in the comment section, maybe they could maybe they got help with something, and if they still have questions, I can of course go over them. And let's see here, if we go to the camera app a little bit quick, you can see here how it looks like. Really that they've changed like everything inside of iOS 7, which is making it a little bit cool here, like black and white theme. And of course I talk now more in this video about iOS 7 than what I talk about with the Xperia Z. That's just because that is that is the big thing right now, that there's so much more new cool features or cool, I think some feature are cool at least, in the iPhone, and that they finally updated. I didn't actually believe Apple would do that. Also, if you want to search now in iOS 7, you swipe up, and you don't have no longer this area where you can swipe to the left, and that is good, I assume, because then you can swipe down from wherever you are. And I do like if you swipe up like that, it will disappear. And I really do like that you can swipe from the bottom, and they maybe should make something here on the side or on the other side, or do something to make it even more intuitive, or make it more awesome. I'm talking a lot in this video. I'll be going over probably separate things and stuffs, but it was just quickly a video comparing some of the core features of the OS. And yes, you can actually call with these devices, so no matter which phone you buy, you will be able to call me. Have a good day.